I want to congratulate the proprietor of this group of hotels for this value addition to Namanve Industrial Park. When we started the industrial park, it is true that we were emphasizing factories because we didn't want much of the land to be taken up by services. For instance, somebody had built a primary school in the land of the industrial park. But later on, provided it is planned properly, you can see that it is logical that you need some hotels in the industrial park. This is because of the guests who are coming from far, and even the ones who are coming from near, who don't want to drive long distances. And you also need some schools for the children. Where will they study? The children of the workers. So provided it is well planned, you can have some primary schools at the different points, maybe not in the center, but at the periphery, and a secondary school, at least those. Then if children want to go to other levels, they can go when they are already old. Otherwise, for the primary and for the secondary, they can walk from home and go and study and come back. But also, a housing estate for the workers. Maybe not in the park itself, but nearby. I don't know where we can get land. Because I hear these people who work here spend a lot of time on the borders, coming from far away. So in our future planning, we should have this integrated plan. The manufacturing, which is the main activity, the good accommodation like this one, not too many, but one or two. Maybe even a health facility, so that if somebody wants to die, he dies near. He doesn't have to go. Doesn't want to have to go far. And then housing estate, because it will make now easier for the workers to walk from home to the factory and go back. I think it will make the whole thing more efficient. But it is a question of the proportion. If you have got 1,000 acres, how many acres should these service points take? It shouldn't take 800, because if you take 800, it is no longer an industrial park. It is now a resort. You are trying to build, which is this one in Paris, where they go in France. What do they call it? Where they go on the beach? Huh? Bagita bati area of France. You are trying to build a Riviera.
Yes, Excellency, the Riviera.
No, we don't want a Riviera here. We want an industrial park. If you want a Riviera, then we can arrange for you to go to Seychelles Islands, some other places. But here, we need an industrial park supported by some services. What are these services? One, a hotel like this one. Two, some schools. Three, health center. And increasing housing arrangement, so that the workers walk, don't have to go from Kampala, change, they walk and go back. So I thank you, and I want to assure you that, especially for the manufacturers, first of all, you are going to get cheap power, because these black mistakes which were made of encouraging groups like Bujagari, which was very expensive, are going to be sorted out. Fortunately, we have got the government dams, which are providing cheap power, all of them. Karuma, 4.8 cents. Isimba, the same, about. Narubare, 1.5 cents, American cents. Chira, 1.5. So the decision is going to be to take power direct to the industrial parks, not through the middlemen. The middlemen, Umeme, I don't know which ones. Abantu bamutebalengera babeerawo banoonya obusente tebalengera okwekuba endobo. So those middlemen who had come in, they should not interfere with our industrial policy. We can deal with them in other areas, but not in the industrial area. But also on the issue of policies, I have told them that regarding manufacturing, Minister of Finance bureaucrats should always consult with the manufacturers. What do you think about this? How would this affect you? And if the manufacturers say, no, please, leave it. Don't, because the manufacturers are the ones on the front line. They're the ones who know where the enemy is, where the problem is. So they should be the ones to lead us, not we to impose ourselves on them. Services sector, this corona, of course, caused problems, but we saved the Ugandans from dying. You have seen how people have been dying in other parts of the world. People have really died. Here, we tried to save you. Although you were not willing to live, many of them were determined to die, but fortunately we persuaded you to take care. So what is remaining now, we are targeting to vaccinate at least 4.8 million people. Because these are the elders, the ones who are 50 years and above. I hear that those are 3.3 million or something like that. Then the teachers, all the teachers, whether they're in government schools or not. Then the security people, the army people, and the police, the health workers, and the people below 50, but who have got some what they call comorbidities, high blood pressure, what have you, all those things. All these together are 4.8 million. So after we have vaccinated those, which should be like in a month or 1.5 months, then we can be relaxed. We can now start using other measures like masks and so on. But without that, I think it is very risky. You have seen how dangerous it is to try and please people in a careless way, and you end up creating a very big problem. So we are moving well. We are also doing the investigation on our therapeutic, our medicines. Because this virus keeps changing. Even when you get the vaccine, then there's a new variant. So for us, we are going beyond to go to the cure, even if we are working on that. And also on the vaccine, our own vaccine, because this business of waiting for others, although initially we shall import, but ultimately we shall make our own. So I thank you, Mr. Mada, for this industry, for this hotel. I have seen the one in Jinja. These are very good facilities. I think before Corona, you must have been doing quite well. So after Corona, and Uganda has built up a reputation because people in Europe and America, because they were dying so much, they thought Africans are going to be finished. If we are dying here, who have got better hospitals and better facilities, how about the Africans? We think they are going to be finished. But Africans have survived, as you can see. And in the case of Uganda, it has been with minimum damage. The other day, I read an article by an American tourist. She was actually saying that she's surprised that Uganda things are not as bad as where she came from. So this bad experience, I think, has also built up the reputation of some of these countries like Uganda. You may end up people feeling safer here than before. I can feel this, that some people feel safer here than in other areas. So I wish you good luck, and I congratulate you.